for you. I don't know another God out here like that.
Native American, I had no idea what BHI was, who the BHI were. All I knew was that my parents told me that growing up there was a group that would come to the reservation and terrorize people and put out like flyers and shit. And so now I'm awakening to different fringe groups and different fringe ideologies, people bragging that they're unaliving Native women and posting it on my TikToks, and saying that the federal government doesn't care about it, which is a form of psychological warfare, even if it's true or not, which, given the statistical numbers, it would only make sense. But it's just crazy ideologies. If your ideology involves like violence, is it really worth like fighting over? And it's just genocide repackaged is all it is. It's just another.
Alright, Shalom, Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI, BaHashem, Rakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, Shalom, by Akim, Waqwathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this foul captivity. This is Brother Kawakub coming at you with no lesson. And I specifically only took the video, that video. I could have taken more, but I only wanted to focus on this because this so-called Native American, if he actually is a Native American, is a straight up liar. He just made a straight up lie. All right. I don't know if his parents lied, or I don't know if he lied. I don't know. I don't care. But that statement that he made was flat out a lie. All right. And the reason why I'm making a lesson on this, not just because he lied, is because in addition to that, you have this dude consciously chose to make a TikTok not about the actual issues, all right, that so-called Native Americans face, which it's a very big and serious issue that I care about, simply because the so-called Native Americans are Israelites as well. Okay, which it is that I think it's so-called Native American women specifically are the most kidnapped or the most sex trafficked or something like that. One of those two things. All right, where like that is a very big issue. So I'm not saying this in a sense to say like, okay, well, I'm trying to demonize or I hate so-called Native Americans. I'm saying this to say that this man is a flat out liar, because us Hebrew Israelites, okay, not black, okay, but us Hebrew Israelites, all right, we most of the camps acknowledge and know that the so-called Native Americans are Israelites as well. So it literally does not make any sense for us to be going and attacking our own people. But yet Esau is the one that literally does attack you people. He put you guys in the situation where you're in now, and he takes advantage of you, giving you guys, oh yeah, you guys can have ownership of this one little casino. All right, so let me get this. John chapter 8 verse 44, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. This man literally went on, and that's the thing. If you say something, if you make some sort of bullshit statement online, nobody is going to... My God. Slock, one moment, bear with me. All right, Slakia. So as I was saying, yeah, basically the lust of your father. So this dude, just flat out lied on us, saying that we are going out, attacking the so-called Native Americans, when the only people that have ever attacked the so-called Native Americans or put them in any bad situation that they are in now have been Edomites. For a majority of it, obviously there are some, isolated hate crimes and whatnot that they have crime statistics on it where you can check that out, of course, sure, but in general, like historically, that's what this dude said. He said historically, learning about the BHI and their history with Native erasure and genocide. That is just a flat out incorrect, false statement. Okay, verifiably false statement. All right. Now I went on Chat GPT and I have screenshots because I did this last night before I went to sleep. All right, because I couldn't do the lesson right then and there, but I had screenshots last night from this. So if they change the thing, I'm gonna show you the screenshots of what they did. All right, now of what it originally said. So this dude is literally saying that the so-called Black Hebrew Israelites have a history of genociding and going to so-called Native Americans and killing them. All right, let's see what ChatGPT literally says. You're gonna use black, by the way. Black Hebrew Israelites attack Native Americans. The Black Hebrew Israelites are not a single unified group, but rather a broad movement made up of various sects and individuals with differing beliefs and behaviors. Some of these people have been controversial for their rhetoric, Slakia, which some can include hostility towards other ethnic groups, including Native Americans, white people, Jays, and others. However, not all BHI share or promote these views. On Native specifically, some BHI claim solidarity with natives, believing that natives are part of the lost tribes of Israel, which, by the way, also that's another thing that even Esau admits to. He also says that the so-called natives are a lost tribe of Israel. Alongside black people and other groups, in these cases, BHI group may express a sense of shared identity or heritage with Native Americans. Okay, as I already said, other factions within the movement may hold exclusionary or dismissive views on Native Americans, depending on the particular theology or interpretation of biblical texts. There is no widespread or systemic physical attack by BHI groups on Native Americans. Any hostility, when it occurs, is usually verbal and ideological, not physical. The movement is primarily religious and rhetoric in its actions. So even ChatGPT is literally saying that we do not physically go out and attack people. Once again, going to show that this devil lied. All right. Next, some extremist BHI groups, such as those identified by organizations like the Southern Poverty Law Center or the Anti-Defamation League, have been known to use inflammatory language. These instances often go viral online but do not represent all BHI. So over here, you literally have AI that's telling you that from all the information, from all the stuff that has happened with the Israelites, we are not physically violent. We may use harsh language. We may use harsh language, but we do not go around attacking people. So once again, and this dude, he took it to the extreme. He literally said we go around genociding, the literal worst thing that you can do to a people, basically discounting all the shit that Esau did and still does to his people, so he can dick ride Esau, Edom, and demonize us. All right, this is why. This is exactly why I'm making this lesson on this devil specifically, because he came over here and straight up lied. No, it's like we as Israelites are not going around. We are even told. And even for the Israelite groups, all right, they even for other Israelite groups that I don't personally agree with, all right, they don't go around picking fights with anyone, all right, and if they did, I would have been the first one to, well, I wouldn't be the first one. I would just in general, I would say that I don't approve of that. I don't agree with that, because what did the scriptures say? All right, what does the scripture say? 2 precepts. First things first. What was the first one? It was Matthew chapter 10 verse 16. Behold, I sent you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. We're not supposed to be harming anyone. Next, I think it's Matthew chapter 26 verse 52. Then said Yahawadah unto him, put up again thy sword into his place, for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. All right, let me also get this, because I just remembered this. I think it's 2 Corinthians. No, it's... Yes, it is 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahawadah to the pulling down of strongholds. Okay, our weapons are not carnal. We're not supposed to be taking an actual sword or an actual gun, which a modern day sword is the gun. All right, we're supposed to be using... As a matter of fact, let's get that. All right. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 17. I need to memorize that. And take the sword, the helmet of salvation. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 17. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahawadah. Okay, so our sword, okay, the only weapon that we need is the Bible, all right, or the word of YAHAWASHI. All right, so again, we are not going around attacking people, and if that is the case, I would that's the thing that this needs to be the new standard for people pushing out information on the internet. If you are making a claim as fact, you better get your fucking receipts out. All right, there are literal people on TikTok that when they report news and stuff like that, oh Donald Trump did this X, Y, and Z, they literally have the article in that fake ass green screen TikTok filter thing, shit, whatever and whatnot, to show that the thing is real. This dude literally is just recording himself lying. All right, and this shit pisses me off. But you know what? Hey, that's fine. All right, because the Lord sees the stuff that these devils are doing. The Lord sees the stuff that these Jakes, these Edomites, these oh my fucking God, Slakia. Bear with me one moment. The Lord sees what these devils are doing. The Lord sees that these, when I say devils are as an all-inclusive term, all right, because devil just means deceiver. And when I say devil, I mean the 2/3 Jakes, all right, the other heathens, and then Edomites, all right, all these devils. They see, the Lord sees what all these people are doing. All right, He sees them lying. He sees them, trying to give us a bad report, to try to blame the ministry for something that we didn't do. All right, and things are only going to get worse. All right, because Slakia, because they were already talking about trying to just ban the Bible, or not Slakia, not ban the Bible. There was some talks on I wish I had the video. But you know what you can do, all right? Instead of just believing me, you can just literally Google it yourself. What was it called? I was just talking about it. I lost my train of thought. It's lucky because I was trying to type something. It was What was I just talking about? Okay, I remember it was oh yeah, banning the Bible. It's lucky. It will be illegal to do religious gatherings. No, in America. Yeah, this is why some of these things are hard to do, and usually, and that's why the general practice is, we have the general practice is that I would, if I'm going to do a lesson, I would have the video already available, immediately. All right. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it's over here in my thing, in my posts. It should be in the post. Because they were talking about banning the Bible, not banning the Bible, but I think banning. They were talking about banning the Bible. They were talking about stopping people from going out to preach. All right, so like there's I get overloaded. All right, with certain information. Damn, I have not heard from Elon Musk in a long time. Alright, whatever, it's fine. As I said, you can do your own research, but oftentimes I get swamped. I do try sharing the videos, and if I had done a lesson on it, the video is usually in the description, because I do remember talking about eventually banning the Bible.
Forgetting all the wrongdoing that these women have done to African nations. They went there, they did not even treat them in the respectful manners.
Alright, here, let me try this.
As a school kids in the past, they combined all of them together and put them in a one bus in order for them to go and bow to the coffin of Queen Elizabeth. And then they have to go and bow before
Shalom. Yeah, here, see? Trudeau praying in public, reading aloud from Bible is hate speech to be severely punished. So over here, again, this is in Canada, so I was wrong about that. But this is in Canada where they were talking about wanting to ban the Bible in Canada. All right, so yeah, like this is a thing that they were trying to do. This is something that is actively we're more so not necessarily actively happening, but we're soon to be transitioning into that period, because they're talking about it simply because they hate hearing they hate that the Israelites are going out on the highways and byways to preach and teach to the lost sheep. All right, so they hate hearing that stuff. So as a result of that, that's a big thing. That's a big thing for us.
something simple. We should actually appreciate
For us, it's good in the sense that prophecies happening, famine of the word, meaning that we're just that much closer. But obviously, it's good. It's good. It's good. I'm not gonna say it's bad. It's not bad. It's definitely good. All right. So oh, we actually let me get this. I don't know why the thing is.
the government of UK. If you touch their queen or king, it becomes a serious problem. Now, let's take these two videos that I played for you in part 1 and the one that I played for you.
We are Vegas, baby. Stardust Casino, from the neon glow of the Strip to one of North America's fastest growing online casinos.
Okay, bear with me. Let's do this. Isaiah chapter 29 verse 21. That make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught. All right. So yeah, we're soon to be made offenders. All right, made guilty because of the things that we say. All right. So you got this dude that's lying to try to say that we are committing genocide, which we are not. All right. Very obviously, because everybody knows the Israelites do not. Us Israelites, okay, that are not going around killing people. We're going around, preaching this gospel. That's all that we're doing. Literally everybody knows that. ChatGPT knows that. The general population knows that. All right, which is why they have no issues coming and bothering us. All right, they approach us and try to pick fights, debates. Okay, and that's a big thing for Christians, where they try to get notoriety for saying, "Oh, I debated a Christian, did this, then the third, destroyed Hebrew Israelites and whatever and whatnot." All right, they over here try to. I'll admit though, there are some camps like Sakari and Genesis. All right, they go and ISUPK, I think ISUPK, that go debating and stuff like that. But still, just in general, when we're out and about, we're over here primarily. We are objectively not going out looking for fights and whatnot. All right, looking to physically get into any type of altercations. Okay, so this dude is a liar. All right, now next. But yeah, as I said before, making us offended for a word, that's a thing that we have to look forward to, where, soon, even though it's not seen as something big now, very soon we can expect to see that they say, okay, you know what, we don't want you guys preaching anymore. Like, you guys are hate speech and whatnot, because, I don't know how the law is now on it, but apparently you can't really call someone. You can't quote unquote misgender someone anymore. Like, you can't say he instead of a she if someone identifies as another whatever, regardless of what they look like, or if they have an Adam's apple, if they have a dick. That's you basically get the picture. All right. So yeah, like, this is a big thing where just the simple things that we say can get us locked up. And again, what's it called, even with the video that I show, or the article title that I showed you, all right, which actually, as a matter of fact, Slakia, for closing that out, I'm gonna link this in the description. So I'm gonna link the article. I'll link my video in the description, and the article is right there, so you can see, and you can see the more information on it, because I always try to link my sources to any of the stuff that I talk about. And the article to this is in my description, so I'll link this video in this video description as well. So next, Job 13 verse 14. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. Okay, so you got these devils once again, making up lies, trying to spin a narrative, all right, that we are violent, that we are hateful, that we are this, that, and the third, when in actuality, they are the ones. Okay, it's kind of like they're pointing the fingers at us, but yet they have 3 fingers pointed at them for the people who actually did all of the the things that they're accusing us of. All right, like that's the reality of it. All right, because we're not doing any of this, the things that they're saying. All we're doing is preaching and teaching the Bible. And some of us are a lot more, what's it called, conservative comparatively, where we try our best to what's it called, minimize our interactions, where we're just preaching and teaching. And if someone comes asking us a question, or someone approaches us, then we interact. But we don't go, we don't always, some of us don't go provoking people and whatnot, which I will admit, some of them do provoke people, but they're wrong for that. They shouldn't be provoking people. All right, what does this, as a matter of fact, let me get that before I get this.
You guys, if you see very well, there's a picture which I posted. We're having a conversation. People, I was trying to explain people.
Romans chapter 12, I need to remember that as well. Verse 18, if it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. All right, that's what our Lord said. Okay, try to not make enemies. All right, but yet you got Jakes that feel the need to make enemies out of just random Esau, Edom, or just random people on the street, be they Israelites or heathens or Edomites. All right, but that's all for that sensationalism and that drawing crowds and whatnot, rather than focusing on the elect. John 13 verse 16, verily, verily, I say unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord, neither he that is sent greater than he that sent him. Oh yeah, this is another good thing where is it?
Call your name in his speech if you know that the person is talking about it is you. Judas Malemo.
Bear with me. I don't think I need this.
Oh, Elon Musk. Oh, name them. That's Ibrahim.
Okay, so yeah, John chapter 18 verse 29. Pilate then went out unto them and said, what accusation bring ye against this man? All right, because Pilate was trying to figure out what did Yahawashi do. All right, so Yahawashi was being blamed for a bunch of stuff that he didn't do. All right, he wasn't the one that was what's it called? I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. It was let me get it. Here, John chapter 19 verse 21, then said the chief priests of the Jews to Pilate, write not the king of the Jews, but that he said, I am the king of the Jews. Pilate answered, what I have written, I have written. Basically, you got this chief priest, all right? The chief priest that was trying to lie and say that Yahawashi had said that he was the king of the Jews, basically trying to lie and make it seem like Yahawashi was saying all these blasphemies, all right, when in actuality, again, as I literally just said, he lied. Okay, he lied, and it's that exact same thing where we, being lesser than our Lord Yahawashi, all right, we have to go through the exact same thing where we're going to be blamed for stuff that we didn't do. All right, so we have to be able to accept that and endure through it. All right, so yeah, that's basically it. This type of lesson is just something that kind of angered me. This is something that I did not appreciate it, and it messed with my spirit. It made me want to say something. Slakia. So it made me want to say something. So yeah, I just had to make a lesson on this. Definitely go check out the rest of the video. Brother did a great job with the other stuff, which I am starting to. Oh yeah. It was about skin color and stuff like that. But yeah, basically, good lesson and whatnot. Definitely go check his video out. But I just want to do a lesson on that demonic so-called Native American man that had lied on us. All right, So with that, praise excellence, edifying, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Wakwak, Wadash, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, Abad, Ball, and Shalom.